Hello YouTube, and today we're going to do a real quick review on this thing, the J5 Create UltraDrive. I did an unboxing of this thing earlier, and it's actually one of the more popular videos on this channel, but I've had this thing for several months now, and I just like to review it and tell you some experiences and problems that I have had with it. So first of all, I don't use this thing anymore, and that's because I broke it. It's kind of my fault, I guess, but this thing has a really big design flaw, I guess. So here's my computer right here, and you can see I have the charger plugged into the computer. And if I want to plug this in, I slide it, it slides up against like this. And of course that's how it's implied to fit in. If it slides up like this, then it doesn't take up any extra space. I guess you could put it like this too, but that would just look awkward, right? So you're supposed to put it in like here, right? But the problem with that is if you look under it, the labels, let's try to get a better focus. Okay, you can kind of see it now. The labels for each of the ports are on this side and not on this side. I didn't really think that would be a really big problem because of course you just plug things into these ports, right? But actually what happened is, if you look here, this is a Thunderbolt port and this is a USB 3.1 port. And I guess you can only charge it through this port, so I tried to charge it in this other port, which is only a USB 3.1 port, and that destroyed the device. And yeah, that was just kind of a strange thing because they both have the same connector. You can only tell the difference by the label, and the label's on the back side. So yeah, if you're gonna buy this, just realize that you can't do that, I guess, or it'll break. The MacBook itself is fine. I ended up buying another dock, which is different and doesn't have this whole thing going on, but yeah, so that was quite strange. But otherwise, it did work while I was using it. It has all the ports that you could use on it. It is still kind of a weird shape. It is supposed to slide right up against the MacBook and plug into the two ports. I kind of found it that it was this big, I guess, tumor hanging off of it. It was wobbly, and I always kind of felt that it would just break off and break the ports in the MacBook. It didn't do that, but I mean, the new adapter that I got has a cable, and I like that better for this kind of thing. So the J5 Create UltraDrive, I guess it's a thing, but I would seriously recommend considering other docking adapters for your MacBook or other device. And that's another thing too. It can only be used on a MacBook Pro. You can't use it on a MacBook or any other device with USB-C ports, just because of how these two ports are arranged. So looking back on it, it's not the best design thing that there is, I guess. So that's my thoughts on this J5 Create UltraDrive.